Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy JTP here, back at you with another editing video. I'm doing a part 2 to my editing basketball highlight videos because last May I uploaded one and it is now at over 10,000 views, which is crazy. It's awesome. I've gotten a lot of comments on it, a lot of people liked it, thought it was helpful, so why not do a part 2? I've had a lot of practice. If you haven't seen from my last video, the little mini documentary I made, if you haven't yet, go check that out. And if you haven't checked out part 1, my other editing video, I'll link that up. Be sure to watch that first. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm using Final Cut Pro. For the purpose of copyright, I'm going to be using some instrumental music. I would suggest using some actual music. Instrumental music is not my favorite way to go. I'm gonna drag my, let's see. I'm just gonna drag my first clip in here. In a lot of my videos, I like to have a little bit of an intro. So this one is just of a player walking, just like that. So we're gonna drag it down, hover right here, drag it down and mute it. So there's no audio in it. I like this, just get the part you want. I'm gonna go right here, Command B to cut it. I'm gonna put this into slow-mo, select the video, click on this clock, go to slow, 50%, you don't wanna go any slower than that. Now I'm also gonna drag my music in. I've downloaded it already. This kinda has a long intro, so right off the bat, and boss, when I'm zooming out and in here, you just on your trackpad, zoom out and in. Right where the music kinda changes, I'm gonna cut it, where it goes. You know how it changes in the music, we're gonna put clips into there. So we're gonna delete the rest of this. Another tip for any sports videos is quick cuts. I mean, it doesn't have to be like constant, but you don't really want any clip to be lasting too long, especially if it's in slow-mo. We'll go this one here. Oh yeah, also if you want a certain part of the clip, you can just hover over it, click, and drag like a certain chunk, like I already did there. Drag it in. Sometimes I like to put a little audio in the background. If I'm doing like an individual player, I'll like have their name being announced in the background. This one, I think I might want to put coach in there. At least his audio, where he said we're gonna win the game. We're gonna put that in. So we're just gonna drag it in. I'll cut it off right where it says let's go. Now we're just gonna detach audio and then just drag it under here. I don't necessarily want the video part of it, I just want the audio. You can delete that. And then, just throw some effects in here, come over here. Telephone is a good one, just kind of, we'll drag it on the audio and you'll hear it. And then it cuts, it's just a nice little touch. You don't have to. You don't even have to put the little muffler on there. You just gotta switch it up. You can see the spike in the music right here. That's where the hype part is. So that's right where we're gonna want the dunk, right on that spot. Or the 3, going in the net. Or whatever the, peak of the clip is, that's where we gotta want the music, where it goes. Right? So we're gonna, it comes a little short, so we're gonna drag this shorter. Now I cut it a little too short, but what I want to do is you right click it, detach audio again, because we're gonna make this first part right up to the dunk in slow-mo. So it's like building up, boom, and then it's gonna get back to normal speed from here. Alright, I accidentally did that a little too long. So let's try it there. Select that first clip, go 50% slow. Now you can hear the cheering kind of comes before it, so what I think I will do, right here is where the cheering comes in. So we're gonna cut that. And I think I'll just take off the beginning. And then sometimes if you add a lot of slow-mo, like in this, the audio gets off. So we're gonna bring the cheering right when it gets to there, we're gonna add in the cheering. And then we can cut it there. We don't need it, just is him running back. But again, we want quick cuts. So we're just gonna delete the rest of it. And done. And then sometimes on the dunk, we're gonna cut the first little second of that. And an effect I go to a lot that is kind of cool to add in is an effect called bad TV. This one right here. And we're gonna add it just to the first second or two of that, so. Oops, let me undo. Right there, actually. That second there, we're gonna add in our bad TV. Right there. Again, I feel like that's a little long. We're gonna undo that again, sorry. You really don't want bad TV going too long. You just want it kind of a little effect right there. And then we'll cut this audio as well, because we're gonna move on to another clip. Alright, but yeah, I like that little bad TV effect. Just a little one you can just kind of throw in there on different highlights. So let's grab another highlight and keep it going. I'll probably do like 3 or 4. So that's a good one. Alright, let's drag and drop. So these, you could take the audio out and just have like no cheering. But you know that cheering, especially if there's like a lot of fans or something, it makes it just a bit, makes it that much better. So we're gonna take it right here. We're gonna cut it right there. Sometimes you have to cut out a lot, because I don't know, I usually just film the whole play. I usually don't film defense, but I film the whole play up until the end of it. So sometimes it takes a while. But right here, he's in here, goes up, shot. So we'll go up from there. We'll make it slow-mo again. Detach audio first. Then we can cut it and do what we want with it. So right here, the ref's kind of in the way. I zoom in. This is my 55 to 250. As you can see it zooming in. This dude, he kind of gets in his face, kind of like that. So we're gonna cut it to right there. So you know, quick cuts. So it doesn't have to be just the play. We can go bucket, cut it to him for a second. We'll see what that looks like. We'll put that clip in slow-mo too. Get that nice contrast from slow to fast. Like here it's fast and then it goes into slow. Normal again. Also another effect I like using that I started recently using is you go to light in this effects tab here and you use highlights. And you just drag it on there. Adds those nice little highlights. I think I'm gonna put on this one too. Just see what it looks like. And you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. There's so many other effects in here. There's an earthquake effect I used in the last video. So I would recommend messing around with some of these in Final Cut Pro, because there's a lot. And again, cut off the audio after you're done with each clip. It's right here. Right about here. Cut it there. So you turn right here. Right there is where we want slow-mo. You really want to detach audio and slow every time. Again, back to normal. We don't need to keep it too slow for too long. Right after that, I think we're gonna use another bad TV effect. Now this has got to be really short, like just like that. It's like not even like half a second, and whenever I cut it. Now this is also kind of a transition. You can use it like here, like I did, or what I'll show you. So we're gonna put bad TV in the last, like, you know, tiny little bit. See how short that was? Cut the audio, about the same length. Another bad TV. My computer's being a little laggy, but you get the idea. Now, I'm also gonna show you another effect that I put in every other video or so. So we're gonna put another bad TV in here. Well, first, we're gonna make this black and white. Make it black and white. We're gonna go back to our bad TV. And we're gonna, again, get the first 0.2 seconds or so and drag in bad TV. So it kind of kind of glitches into the black. And then right when it does, what we're gonna do is just for the Euro step, we don't want it too long. Maybe right there, cut it. We're gonna, for this clip only, we're gonna make a break between the music and the audio. And I'm just splitting for all these. And we're gonna search muffle on your effects and go drag it to both. So this, I know it's a lot of steps, but it kind of looks cool. So it's just, oh yeah, and then you will turn off black and white, go up to your top corner, go back to normal, and then we'll go normal speed as well. And so it just kind of like everything focuses in on this little second here. Everything like muffles out, and you can make that a little longer even maybe. Just kind of focuses in on that little highlight. And we'll get him getting back on defense right there. We don't really need this clip of him running back. Again, slow-mo. Slow-mo is the way to go. It was not very long at all.
Oh my god!
Cut it right after I say, oh my gosh. Cut the audio. Once more. So, you know, just adding in little effects like bad TV, transition. This one I don't always use, but it's kind of a cool thing. So this clip, as you can see, he shoots it and I kind of zoom in following the ball. When they shoot it, I'll follow the ball. And on this one, I shot and zoomed in at the same time, just to get the shot of that ball going in the net. Boom. And we'll put a slow-mo on there just to emphasize that three-pointer. Actually, I don't think it was a three-pointer, but still, just to emphasize the shot. And let's see, get this high five in there as well. Cut it in, and we'll maybe just fade it out here. I don't want this video to be too long. Fade it out here, but there's something else I want to show you first. So you just hover over here, right in the middle, drag it over, and that little line will show you that it's fading out. But another effect I like using, so again, I'll grab it in this first half a second maybe, go to light, and there's just one called intro flashes, just kind of a cool little effect. You don't want it for very long, but so you notice how that was all quick. It did the little flash, bucket, cut to the high five. That's all you need. One other thing that I didn't cover in the last video is coloring. So if we look at this, it's a little yellow. Just everything's a little yellow, which I don't really like. And I'm gonna drop down a link in the description to this other guy's channel that I use this from. Just go to the link and download this plugin. It's free, it's super easy, probably take you like 5 minutes. And watch the video where he explains how to download it. What you do once you get it is you'll go to titles, go to adjustment, and look grade. So you're gonna drag it in just like a normal title, and then you're gonna drop in a color board effects onto that title. And you make it the full length of the video. I'm gonna extend it all the way. It's kind of yellowish, and I don't really like that much. So what we'll do is, at least for the midtones maybe, you can go to color, and you can literally just bring it over to the yellow section and bring it down. Now obviously if you go all the way, it'll just be blue. And if you increase it more, it'll look really green. It'll look super intense. So we're gonna wanna bring it down a bit. And if you press V when selecting something, it'll hide it. So this is before and after, not a big difference. So I also like to saturate it a bit as well. Maybe just the dark tones, you know. Like, look at this one for reference. This is what it originally was and after. It's very subtle, but again, very nice. And this is the full video we edited right here.
We're gonna win the game on our own. Right? Hands up the ball, great call, ref, let's go.
There you go, the part 2 to my basketball editing tutorials. Let me know in the comments if you guys liked it, questions about editing or Final Cut Pro or anything like that, or anything you might want to see, maybe some, like if you guys want to see any photography or more editing like this, or other areas of editing, doesn't just have to be sports. Yeah, I just really hope this is helpful. I'll see you guys in this next video. Peace!